Okay, here we are at the third step of making your family energy log into information that you can use. After this step, then you're going to be watching the pie chart video, so you're going to be learning how to take this information and put it into your pie chart. So what we just finished doing, of course, was tallying up the activity, whether it was heating the house, turning the lights on, cooking food on a stove, baking food in an oven, etc. And we tallied up the total number of hours you did each of those things over the weekend, or someone in your family did. Then we took those totals and we looked at, well, what kind of energy was being used? Was it natural gas? Was it coal? Was it petroleum? So petroleum, of course, is the word that we use that stands in for both gasoline and diesel, because it comes from petroleum, which is part of crude oil. It all is drilled in the ground, a fossil fuel. So we're going to call it petroleum. That way it'll relate to our graphs better with other data points. Anyways, so we added up the total number of hours that we used coal for, and we got 17. We added up the total number of hours we used natural gas in my example, and we got 29. Petroleum, we only got 1. And then total hours of energy altogether, all of that together was 47. Of course, as I mentioned before, that number is really low. Because this is an example and I did not fill out the graph correctly, I did not fill out really how much energy I used over an entire Saturday and an entire Sunday. Hopefully I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll share my results with you guys as well. But for right now, this is just our example. So we're going to follow the directions up here. They help guide you step by step. So we're going to say 17. We need to find out our percent now. That's what we're trying to find out, because that's how we're going to relate it in a graph. So we're going to say 17. We're going to put the divided by slash. Okay, just to clarify, because I don't have the divided by with the dot line dot. So 17 divided by total hours. So that's this 47 down here that you added up. So 17 divided by 47, and then we're going to get a decimal. So what I did is I pulled up calculator in Google on another window. All right, so I'm going to go to my window. I'm going to say 17 divided by 47. Here we are. We're going to clear what we've been doing. So we're going to say 17 divided by 47, and we're going to get a decimal. Aha! We have our decimal. Well, to transfer this decimal number into a percentage, we just have to multiply it by 100, or we scoot the decimal point over. So we're going to go one place, 2 places, and it's going to put it at 36.17. So first, the graph asks, or the spreadsheet asks you to put this part in. So you're going to put in 361 thousandths. Let's go ahead and put it there, because then we can round to the right one. So let's remember that. 0.361. We're going to go back to our log. We're going to say equals 0.361. 361 thousandths. Okay, but we're going to move that decimal place over. So that's what this is showing you. See where the decimal is after 2 numbers. Okay, so that moves it over to 36.1. So we're going to say 36.1. But we're going to round it so we don't have any decimals. We're going to round that, and we're going to say 1. 1 doesn't really make it round up. 1 keeps it there. So we're just going to say 36%. We'll do the same thing. So 29 divided by the total number of hours, which still is 47. So we're going to go to our calculator. We're going to go 29 divided by 47. So we're going to clear that, and we'll say 29 divided by 47. We're going to say, how much did that make? All right, so that is 617, or 617 thousandths right here. All right, so we're going to put this whole number in, and then when we transfer it into a percentage, of course, our decimal is going to go right in between the 1 and the 7. So 0.617, we're going to go back to our chart, 0.617. All right, then we're going to move the decimal over, and we're going to have 61.7. Well, the 7 makes it round up, because of course that's bigger than 5. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to say 62, because 61.7 I had to round up to 62. So 62%. All right, I have one more because these are just zeros. So I'm going to say 1 divided by 47. All right, 1 divided by 47. Well, let's go do that. Okay, so clear again. 1 divided by 47. 1/47th as a decimal is, oh wow, 0.02127, etc. So that's 21 thousandths. Okay, 21 thousandths. So we're going to remember that 0.021. So we're going to go back and put in 0.021, so 0.021 or 21 thousandths. We're going to move the decimal over 2 places. So we scoop under the 0, then we scoop under the 2, and we're left with 2.1%. 1 does not make the 2 round up, it keeps it where it is, so we're just going to say 2%. Now, the last step that you need to do, so the other ones were all zeros, and the last step that you want to do is you need to double check that this all makes sense. Okay, and these ones were zeros up here. You're going to look at all your percentages. We're going to make sure that they make sense. We want them, they need to add up to 100% so that we are taking into account every single bit of time that you used energy. So we're going to go, you can do it by hand because of course you guys are very good at that. In fact, we could just do that right now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have a 0, bring the 1 up, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the carried 1, 10. So we have 100, but let's go look at it one more time. 36 plus 62 plus 2. So we're going to say 36 plus 62 plus 2 equals, oh, what did I type in wrong? All right, let's go check. 36 plus 62 plus 2. 36, 62, 2. Did I type that in right? No, I didn't. See, look, I typed in 32. Okay, whew. Careful, Lizzie. Careful, Miss Reddy. Okay, it's 36 plus, oh wait, I don't need to do that. 36 plus 62 plus 2. Now, phew. Okay, so now that the numbers are right, we get 100. That means we are taking into account all the hours, so we have proper fractions, or we have proper percentages that will help us make our pie chart. So now that we have these, and these are correlated to specific names, such as natural gas is 62, coal is 36%, petroleum is 2%. You will be able to enter this information into your pie charts, and it'll relate to how much the US uses these types of energy and how much the world uses these, and you can compare your family's use over the weekend to the United States, to the world, and see how similar or different they might be. All right, so that's all for this one. As you watch the pie chart one, remember that, so in the pie chart one, I'm showing you how to put in the data for the United States. You're going to have to use that same system to put the data in for the world data, as well as pull from this sheet. So go ahead and leave it open as far as putting in your own data. You're going to have to figure out how that's going to work.